and even wrote a paper in high school about becoming a doctor as Dr. Subers, who I wanted to aspire to become like. Time passed. I was finally able to finish medical school and had a chance to pick a specialty. I remember coming back and Dr. Subers taking time to meet with me to help me confirm my desire to practice family medicine. I asked him if it was worth it, and he was nothing but encouraging and helped me in his wise way to believe that I was doing the right thing. I just want to stop and say thank you for doing that. That was over 20 years ago, and it's a good thing sometimes to stop, take time to reflect on your past, appreciate how things worked out in the right way. After my residency was over, Kelly and I wanted to come back home to Clovis, so it was none other than Dr. Subers' door that we came knocking on. I'm grateful that he and Dr. Yuskavich gave me the opportunity to become a partner in the medical group. I also want to thank Dr. Subers for agreeing to advance on my salary. We were able to use that for a down payment on our first house, and I thank you for that. I was in that capacity as a fellow doctor at Clovis Medical Group that I had the chance to get to know him better. Over the years, I've enjoyed his stories and jokes. I'm sure you heard some of these, but if you haven't, I would encourage you to sit down and have him share them with you. I can't do the stories justice, so instead I thought I might summarize some parts of them. While still in college, Rob was able to creatively finance a sweet brand new Ford Thunderbird convertible for money that was supposed to be designated for tuition. What color was that, Rob? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Blue?
I think it was blue, but I'm not sure.
The dean of students was quite upset when he found out about it, but when Rob ran into him, there was nothing to do and the car didn't have to be returned. I believe during school he was also able to make some extra money by doing a form of bootlegging alcohol. I don't think it was a long job, but it was profitable. After medical school, Rob had a chance to serve in the Navy. One of his first appointments was being stationed here at Balboa Naval Hospital. I think it's not by coincidence that's why he has chosen to retire here. One of his patients at Balboa Hospital was an admiral's wife, and Dr. Schubert was asked to fill an addictive sedative. He declined. The next day he was given his papers to ship out to Vietnam. Coincidence? Maybe not. While in Vietnam, he had multiple events that were memorable. One time on a boat hanging out with Navy SEALs, he had to man and shoot a machine gun to try and just fight to stay alive. Later on, he was asked to deliver a local woman's baby that literally came out foot first, what's called a footling breech. For non-medical people, that's one of the most difficult and scary types of breech deliveries. Finally, during the fall of Saigon, that was quite a chaotic time. Dr. Subers was responsible for getting out and saving several friends and family members. I hope that maybe that one day we'll get to see that story in a book or even a movie, since I don't like reading. Phil Zimke was one of my Marine patients at Clovis. He had an old shrapnel wound in his forehead, and he asked me, bugs him, get him out. I thought it was pretty close to the skin. I thought it wouldn't be a problem, so I set him up for surgery and numbed him up. I must have worked on him for 20, 30 minutes, and I couldn't get that booger out. I don't know if it was Carolyn or Jill, but somebody, help, and Dr. Subers came in, and in less than 5 minutes, he's working his magic and was able to pop it out. So thanks for saving me that day.
Did he charge for it?
Over the years, I was fortunate to have Rob as a friend, a counselor, and a mentor. I'm eternally grateful. Thank you doesn't seem like enough, so over 2 years ago when Terry approached Mary Beth and me about what we might do to celebrate this retirement, cheap gold watch didn't seem like enough. Back in May, we had a fantastic retirement party at the office. 100 people attended, majority being patients. To this day, they still tell me how much they miss you, and we do too. We'll especially miss your Christmas party suits that ran on batteries. So it was Terry's Terry's idea to set this plaque up, and I believe it was a great idea. Thanks, Terry. And that's all I had. Thank you.
That's fantastic. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you, Doctor. And let's, before I forget, Terry, thank you as well for everything you did to bring the family together for Dr. Suber. So thank you as well. Let's give her a round of applause.